Oh. Oh. I love a buttered biscuit.
Good evening, everybody. I hope you're doing well tonight. Looks like we're having problems with the stream, but it'll be all right. It'll figure itself out eventually. You know how that goes. Good to see everybody. Grab some. Oh man, this will help out the eyes just a little bit. Beautiful day. Beautiful day. There we go. That's a little better. A little more solid on the eyes. It's not so painful. Good to see everybody. Who do we got? Hey, Christine. Glad you could make it. Glad you could make it. We've got an interesting night ahead of us. So if you guys bear with us, it's gonna get really good. We're gonna have some fun tonight. We're gonna go through some more of the Zach Anderson. You know how it goes. It is a long, drawn out kind of interview. It's becomes more relevant as it goes on. I was watching some of the DA's trial there here in Atlanta today. Had it running in the background. It was something I've been interested in to make sure that it's that I'm watching. That's the bad part about it, is making sure that it gets taken care of. The whole DA there here in Atlanta is a little funky, but we know how it goes. Politics, hooray. Hey, cool gamer, good to see you. Glad you could make it in here. Oh man, long days, short nights. I've got power. Well, I've got water back, so that's a good thing. Yeah. As I would say, and was saying, it's been a day. Just one of those, get my yard dug up so they can run a water line. Yeah, that was an interesting one. The cool thing is we've got Mo showing up later. Hopefully, if she's able to make it, that'd be great. We've got what is it? Where is what I was looking for? Oh yeah, it was this. That's what it was. I knew I had it here somewhere. So, is there settings for it? Makes it video quality. Oh yeah. Okay. Here it is. This is for you guys here. Share screen. Come on. There it is. So have you guys seen this yet? It's pretty funny. Just watch. Pay close attention. That's some talent, right? Mm-hmm. Where's that talent? Oh my, oh my, oh my. Yeah, I have to show stuff like that every so often. Just makes it quite comical. It's like this one here. This is pretty funny too. I like this one. So Here we go. This is for you guys. The dog's going to get its ass kicked. I love it. I love it. Mess with that cat. That cat will mess you up really bad. Really, really bad. Oh, welcome. Another day, another 50 cents. Yeah, today was good. We had, like I said, got our water fixed. It was, can I just say it was a pain in the butt? Luckily, they did it free of charge because, well, they dug up the water line in the first place and broke it in the process of doing that. So, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You just sort of deal with it as it comes in and as it goes. And what I'll do is I'll show a little bit of this old part that we watched last night, so that way we can sort of be caught up with Mo whenever she gets here. So how's that sound to you guys? Get in with a little bit of this here, and I'll share this out on some media that while people are hanging out. And give me just a second. Long night, and this hopefully you enjoy this. So here we go. We'll bring this in and let you guys get caught up to where we were at last night. So let's do this.
No. And what if I told you that I have reason to believe that the 4-year-old went with you that night?
Why would you have reason to believe they weren't with me?
Because we spoke with.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, one good, but two of them, she said that they were there. That's goofy.
I don't know, she really doesn't have a reason to lie to us.
Says you. I mean, I kind of know my daughter.
Yeah.
She doesn't
Daughter
have
had a hard
reason to
time
lie about a lot of shit.
lying.
I mean, she just did a whole.
I'll tell you this, most of the conversation that we had with her,
Sure.
she chose your side.
Right.
Most of it.
Okay.
Okay. And I think she was being honest with me, or she wouldn't have chose your side. She would have made you look like the bad dude the whole time, but she didn't. She made you sound like a good dad.
Yeah.
And really had nothing negative to say for the most part.
Yeah.
Which led me to believe that she's telling me the truth. She doesn't have a reason to lie to me. You know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean. And I'll give you some examples. Okay. So, so she just got in trouble. It was a big sting. She just got in trouble for putting.
Yeah. Redactions had to make. Getting in trouble.
I know shit. The other Monday, I stopped over by Sadie's house a couple weeks ago now, and I'm talking to her, and Sadie comes storming out. Now, most of what she said, you could confirm. Most of what she said, you could verify. But for whatever reason, she tries to lie a little bit to make things look a certain way, and it's not true. So I hear you, and like a lot of it's very credible, and it's tough for me as a dad to try and figure out. But there are some things that it's just like, why wouldn't you just tell the truth about that? I'll give you another one. The last 2 times she's gone over to my dad's house, she keeps stealing my little sister's cell phone. Yeah, they can track it. Like they look at where it goes. Why are you taking it? It doesn't matter. No, well, but I didn't. And she tells a lot of truth and then some lies when she wants to try and curtail.
She got punished for that one, right? What was the punishment?
Okay.
Anything else? You guys take anything away?
Well, the cell phone.
Which one?
Good
One
question.
she took, or?
Well, that got returned to my sister, so of course that one. And then as far as her, when was that? Did she have her cell phone then? I think she had her cell phone. Her mom got her a phone for her birthday.
Mhm.
And so her phone,
Cheers.
Right?
yeah, so her phone got taken away. Right?
Okay. Speaking of her birthday, let's talk about that day.
Sure.
Okay.
Mm.
I got the kids that morning.
Mhm.
We go up and down the trail, skateboard, we go up and down the trail, practice riding the skateboard, everything.
Sadie was there for that.
Yeah, she stopped by. My brother was there, my sister was there, you know.
Good day.
Yeah, it was a little overcast, you know, wish there was a little bit more sunshine, but it was by and large a good day. And then Sadie invited us all back to open presents at her house. So we all went over there and ordered food, and then they screwed up the food orders. So we had like double order of food, big buffet. But generally speaking, a pretty good day.
Any conversations with Sadie, the two of you?
Yeah,
Privately?
yeah, we had some words because my mom's been very promiscuous and I have a lot of half siblings, right?
Oh,
And one of my sister had made a comment about mom being a whore or a slut, or I mean sleazy or something like that or whatever. And I'm like, damn, don't say that. Mom's standing right there. And Sadie got all pissed at me. So we did have a conversation now because she took offense to it, joking that it was her that you know my sister was talking about. My sister doesn't know. My sister didn't have information on Sadie. So
Where did kids stay that night?
with Sadie. Because they were with me the night before.
Okay. The night before that.
so no lies, telling the truth, straight up telling the
night
truth.
Before that, the night all this went down, where you went over and saw the man, the dude.
No, I believe so. I don't recollect what day that was. I guess you got Sadie.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. That's what I'm asking.
Okay. Sorry.
The whole incident involving the guy.
Yeah, I don't remember that was the night. I don't think so, but I don't remember exactly.
Well, like I said, I have no reason to doubt what he was telling me.
Okay.
I
I mean, I do just got a long track record as a Germantown police, but
mean, she described some pretty great detail on what happened that night at the house, as far as looking through the windows and all that. And she's claiming she got drugged along.
yeah. Sure.
Why would she tell me that?
Very cool.
Right after saying that you were very bad and all that.
I don't know what she perceived she could get in trouble for, or you know, whatever. So I don't.
Did you look through the windows of the house and see someone in there?
Yeah, the windows were open. I go through windows and see. There's no blinds covering the back door.
Did you take pictures?
No.
You take video?
No.
Take audio?
So straight up right there, doing the right thing. You know, he goes by there and it's like, damn, girl's like totally screwing around on me. I know she's going to be screwing around on me. So just crazy that they bring her in, question her, but not like they question him.
Or
No.
nothing?
No, so you had the same bullshit accusations. No, I
What
didn't.
did you hear?
Nothing. I heard, I mean, saw them laughing, saw them, you know, doing their thing or whatever the hell. And okay, they had the music on and they're doing whatever they do.
Okay. At any point did you have in the window
Yeah.
initially when you first got there with you?
I don't remember initially. What I know is at some point I was like, oh no, go back to the car.
Okay. Did you place any cell phones anywhere?
Nope.
I mean, this is something she told me, and then this is something that a 13-year-old girl is not going to come up with on her own to get her dad in trouble.
I didn't.
Yeah, but her mom might say something to get her in trouble or to get him in trouble. Mom might say something. Daughter thinks that that's truth. And the next thing you know, there it goes. Man.
Place any cell phones anywhere. What happened originally was Sadie was slapped in the face to discipline her when she was yelling at her.
When was this?
Like a
What is
month and a
this?
half ago, and recorded it on her school laptop she came to me and she told me, and I said, "Hey, Mom, no, wouldn't she slapping you?" She said, "Yeah, Dad, she slaps me. She yells at me." I said, "No, that's not like her at all. You know, like it's really not her character." But you recorded it. I'll give you the fucking recording. So she starts the recording. Mom's screaming at her, going, "Okay, okay." And she swings at her again, and she hits the laptop itself. And that to me, I don't know how many weeks ago now. I'd have to look at the video, you know, or whatever. And at that point, I told her, nobody's going to believe me. Nobody's going to believe me. Mom tells the cops a story, they arrest me. Mom tells the cops a story, they arrest me. Nobody's going to believe me if I say, hey, Mom's the violent one. She's the one losing her shit, and she's the one hitting the kids. But it doesn't stop there. And like,
Damn.
she stands the boys up against the wall and hits them on their arms and legs. So it looks like they're fighting. And at night when it's
Oh, dude. I'm going to play this again for Mo's. I'm going to play this again for Mo because that's just. Sitting there at 22:54. I'll play this again for Mo. That's rough. What that she's doing. Had no idea.
it's cold out, she takes the blanket away because they're playing, you know, using the blankets and playing and stuff like that. And then she calls me and she's got the boys in the background, owie, 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 getting hit by Mom. And I'm like, what is going on? You know, the boys misbehaved. They're 3, 4. I stand them up against the wall, give them a few minutes to think about it, you know? I mean, flick them in the head or something like that, but nothing, I'm not hitting them. I'm not taking the blankets away at night. If I put my kids to bed, I just lay down with
What
them.
does this whole thing have to do with putting a cell phone somewhere that night?
So what happens is I give her one of my old phones so she can record what's going on. So I have some evidence. And then we have, so yes, there are cell phones, but I didn't put a cell phone anywhere for that purpose. I gave it to my daughter to record when she's being abused or when the boys are being abused.
Okay, but again,
I didn't put a cell phone anywhere.
yeah, that's my question, and you're dancing around.
No, I'm just saying.
It's a yes or no. It's got
I
nothing.
put a cell phone in my daughter's hands, if that's what you're getting at, but I did not put a cell
Where
phone
did
in
that
her
happen?
car. Where?
Mm-hmm.
At my house.
I'm talking about that night and at the house where you peeked through the window.
No. I didn't give her a phone or have her record anything or anything along those fucking lines, man.
No cell phone was put anywhere, whether it recorded something or not.
No, dude, no. I told you, no. Her paranoia, her fear, whatever, that's on her. Whatever she told you or thought, she said the same bullshit to me. And I told her repeatedly, I did not record you.
And again, man, I have a young girl who loves her dad,
Yeah.
telling me things, crying, that are 100% true. Believe me, they're 100% true.
No, they're
When I'm
not.
talking to her.
Yeah, and she told school she had leukemia for 2 weeks. I mean, most of it's true, but then some things aren't. I did have a cell phone.
Dude,
I
this
did
is
have a
stuff
blood.
this is craziness for her to make this up and come up with it like that.
No,
I
she's
got a
been
daughter
sitting
who's
on
saying
this
that,
forever.
I hear you,
They
but
lie, and you know what? When they lie, I know they're lying,
right.
right?
No, you don't.
So I'm saying.
So he's a lie detector.
Because you can turn the light on and see where the fuck you're walking, but I didn't record anybody.
So you had the cell phone out.
Yeah, I had a cell phone with me. I don't know that I had it out, but I did have a cell phone
Lights
with
on,
me.
right?
Well, I don't know if I don't remember how dark it was or if I pulled the cell phone out that night. So I would assume so, but
What's the cell phone number on that phone?
I don't know it offhand.
Is it your phone?
Is it your phone?
It's not my regular phone, no.
Oh, you guys know.
Holy cow. Oh boy. Mo Raider, youngest Moose Feral is due for a Mo intervention. Holy cow. Welcome, Mo Raiders. Glad you could make it in. We were just catching up. Hello and good evening, Phoenix Fire. Good Lord Almighty. We got to take this thing back a little ways. Oh my. You missed out on some good stuff. Yeah, we're taking it back. We are taking it back. Oh, Atheist Dan, good to see you. Good to see you, man. Oh man, all you Mo folks right there. Just Mointhedeepend is the bomb, and we are so glad to see you guys. So glad to see you guys. This is gonna get crazy. Mofo Red, none your bites. Good to see you. Welcome. This is gonna be fun tonight. If it doesn't have you ranting and raving just a little bit, oh my God, this is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be an absolute crazy one. If it's gonna be insane. It's just let me put it that way. It's absolutely going to be insane. I'm going to send out if he wants to. You want to join? Come on by. I forgot to send an invite out to one of the more important people here. Oh, there we go. And this will be, if you want to come on by, doing I'm sorry. I meant to invite somebody, and I will do it if they want to. With there we go. Oh my Lord Almighty! Feel my temperature rising.
Touchdown. Paper unbreaded.
There we go. Hey, Bo.
I feel breaded today, so. But
yes. I love the hair. That looks nice.
Thanks. Have you ever heard the Ron White joke where he's basically on the very smallest tour plane ever? And he's like, I guess they're having turbulence and the guy next to him really wants to live. The other guys, and he's like, where do you think that will land? And he's like, probably at the scene of the crash. You know, Ron White is a funny guy.
Yes.
Thank you, Christine.
I got to see it down at the Fox one year. It was a very good show. Am I going on with MG later? That is the plan. That is the plan to go on with MG later. It's been a good one. And what's this about your most feral is due for a Mo intervention?
He was like, Mom's on her stream. I don't have to take a shower. And I was like, y'all, we're going to hold this real quick. I have to go take care of something. I'll be right back on with Shizzy. And he was like, I thought you were on a stream. I was like,
it's like, no, I have eyes in the back of my head, child. Don't you know this?
I was like, do you think I'd pass up an opportunity to yell at you?
Come on.
I was like, no, you have to use soap. You have to stand under the water. You have to do this at least once a week. I never thought I'd have to yell at children. Like, filthy children in Africa would be, would love to have a shower every day.
Oh my. Oh my. Yeah, I also sent an invite out to someone that if they accept it, it'll be cool. If they're not able to, I understand. And it'll be someone that you will appreciate if they're able to make it. But I don't expect that they will, because they do have a very busy life, unlike me. But I did get water today, so I have water back in the house.
Yay!
And even got a new pressure regulator out of it. So it's a pressure regulator, because whenever water comes into your house, it comes in at about 120, 200 PSI, something like that. So it's got a lot of pressure behind it. And they put a regulator in there to basically modulate to a certain level. So that way, whenever you flush your toilet, that you don't lose water pressure, that kind of stuff. So got a new one.
Yeah, we have to get a pipe hammer stopper thing because what the youngest, most feral won't use one of the bathrooms because he's pretty sure it's haunted by a ghost because if you use our house is state of the art 1971, and he's like, "It's haunted. We need to do an Esther system." And I'm like, "A what?" And he's like, "An Esther system." And I'm like, "Honey, what are you talking about?" And he says, "You know, when you talk to a priest and they get the ghost out, an Esther system." Like, he's like, "Come on, moron, figure
Well,
out what I'm saying."
you know what I mean.
Yeah. I was like, "How dare I not figure out what Esther system was?" I was like, "You want estrogen?" And no.
Estrogen? No, we're not doing that. It's you're too young for that.
I was like, "I'm pretty sure Dr. Phil said no." And I
Oh,
don't agree with
God.
anything Dr. Phil says, but I'll take his word for it.
I had to rewind this because this part is gonna bring back fond memories of the feral children.
Oh. Is this where he's
So,
telling on his daughter, being a liar who lies?
oh yeah, this is gonna be dark. This is gonna be dark, and it's something you definitely want to hear because, and I'll stop it whenever it gets to about 26 minutes. But until then, we're gonna let this one
Okay.
play through because it's rough. Hey, how's it going, Jude? Good to see you. Good to see you, John. I'm not ignoring you guys, but this one is.
Right after saying that you were having
I don't know what she perceived she could get in trouble for, or, so I don't.
Did you look through the windows of the house and see someone in there?
Yeah, windows were open. I go through windows and see. There's no blinds covering the back door.
Did you take pictures?
No,
You take video?
no,
Take audio recording?
no,
Nothing.
no. So you had the same bullshit accusations. No, I
What did
didn't.
you hear?
Nothing. I heard that. I mean, saw them laughing, saw them, doing their thing or whatever the hell. And okay, they had the music on and they're doing whatever they do.
Okay. At any point did you have in the window initially when you first got there with you?
I don't remember initially. What I know is at some point I was like, oh no, go back to the car.
Okay.
Officer
Did you place any
douchebag.
cell phones anywhere?
No.
I mean, this is something she told me, and then this is something that a 13-year-old girl is not going to come over on her own to get her dad in trouble.
I didn't place any cell phones anywhere. What happened originally was Sadie was slapped in the face to discipline her when she was yelling at her.
When was this?
Like a month and a half ago, and recorded it on her school laptop. She came to me and she told me, and I said, "Babe, Mom, no, wouldn't she slapping you?" She said, "Yeah, Dad, she slaps me." She yells at me. I said, "No, that's not like her at all. Like it's really not her character." But they recorded it. I'll give you the fucking recording. So she starts the recording. Mom screaming at her, going, "Okay, okay." And she swings at her again, and she hits the laptop itself. And that to me, I don't know how many weeks ago, and I'd have to look at the video, or whatever. And at that point, I told her, nobody's going to believe me. Nobody's going to believe me. Mom tells the cops a story, they arrest me. Mom tells the cops a story, they arrest me. Nobody's going to believe me if I say, hey, Mom's the violent one. She's the one losing her shit, and she's the one hitting the kids. But it doesn't stop there. And she stands the boys up against the wall and hits them on their arms and legs. So it looks like they're fighting. And at night when it's cold out, she takes the blanket away because they're playing, using their blankets and playing and stuff like that. And then she calls me and she's got the boys in the background, owie, 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 getting hit by Mom. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? The boys misbehaved. They're 3, 4. I stand them up against the wall, give them a few minutes to think about it, I mean, flick them in the head or something like that, but nothing. I'm not hitting them. I'm not taking their blankets away at night. If I put my kids to bed, I just lay down.
What does this whole thing have to do?
So you heard that whole exchange. That right
So
there.
they don't give two shits about child abuse.
No.
I hate every single one of these people.
Yes. Like, because because he's sitting there going, nobody's going to believe me. If I come at them
Yeah.
and tell them this stuff, nobody's going to believe me. She's just going to call the cops, have me arrested. She calls the cops, has me arrested. She calls the cops, has me arrested. It's like, here I am saying, my children are being abused, and the only way that they're going to believe me is if I can get this on tape. So I give my daughter a cell phone, and this is what it turns into, that I hit a cell phone. I mean,
and people wonder why, men don't say anything, or why kids are left in terrible positions, because men know they're not going to be believed unless they have absolute proof.
Yeah.
And women will lie. I mean, women will straight up lie. I mean, it's just so gross. And
Yeah.
the fact that these cops give, again, 13-year-olds will lie. Maybe you two don't, maybe Best Buy and, wannabe G.I. Joe over here have never had kids, but a 13-year-old will lie to you, especially one who knows that her parents are in a chaotic situation
Yep.
and she can get something out of it. And right now her mom is giving her all sorts of attention, and she's getting all sorts of attention from the cops. Now, you are a mandated reporter, Best Buy and G.I. Jerry. So you want to explain to me how it is that you aren't going to. And what pisses me off even more is now that Sadie knows that no one has these kids back, she
Yeah.
is probably just going ham
Yeah.
on these kids. Allegedly for legal purposes. But you know what happens to moms that have no checks or balances.
Yeah.
Look,
Kids
there
don't
is a
end up in
reason
a
I
healthy
ask
place.
there's a reason I ask Mr. Mo to take care of things, because if I get really upset, like, people will have to bag up their entire room because I'm just done. Like, nice mom asks you 150 times, then slightly irritated mom, then pissed off mom, then Samuel L. Jackson mom. And
Or a motherfucker
Mr.
gonna
Mo
die.
Yeah, and Mr. Mo steps it right in where I'm at Samuel L. Jackson mom, and he's like, "Would you just calm down?" And I'm like, "Where the hell were you?"
Like
He's like, "Oh, hell."
like 500 times ago that I told him to do X, Y, or Z.
Yeah.
Where in the hell were you?
Yeah.
It
But
happens.
yeah, but I mean, usually the dad's there to say, like, "Okay, every hysterical person in this house needs to calm the hell down. And you all
Or I
need to
will
go into
begin
timeout."
crushing skulls. I will crush them
Yes.
between my big meaty paws.
So, there's a reason, but she has no limits now. And
No,
I'm guessing she doesn't let Solomon or any of his side of the family see them.
no, no. Why would she do that? His side of the family is not appreciated for her. You
Oh,
know,
no.
like I would imagine, which I don't know for sure, but I would imagine that they have to pretty much beg and fight to see their aunt and uncle that are closest to them. Hey, atheist, I'm really frank and earnest with women. I'm frank in Ohio and I'm earnest. I got it. It is so screwy, because I'm just sitting
Well,
here. I saw this and I'm like, oh my God, Mo would like lose her shit over this crap, because
okay,
it's like
what did they
how in the hell are these cops sitting here? He's telling them these kids are being fucking abused, and they do not believe him, and he knows it. He's looking at them, and he's just like, you guys don't fucking believe a word I say.
what did they have to do, or
To
what did they have to lose if, okay, say you believe nothing else that Zach says. Not one thing. Okay. What do you have to lose by going and asking little Nancy Drew of the Boxcar Kids over here, hey, come here. Come out into the hallway because your mom apparently doesn't care if you go out with random Best Buy guy into the hallway.
No.
Your dad is saying some things. Did you take a video of your mom hitting your laptop? And did you take a phone because your dad was trying to videotape your mom, you know, hitting your brothers? Yeah, well, yeah, but you didn't ask me that. I mean, you asked me how he kidnapped Rosario, and I was gonna, see if he was going
In the background.
in the background. I mean, God bless her heart. I mean, she
Yeah.
was
She's
it's
12.
exactly how a 12-year-old would act. Like, I can solve this in like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
But it
This is a Nancy Drew book. I mean,
I mean, all they have to do is look at his phone, and he probably got that sent from her phone, and they can see what a psycho dingbat that Sadie is.
yeah.
What does it cost them to take 5 extra seconds to say, "Hey, this chick talked for 4 hours and said not one coherent thought. Maybe we should just check into it just for shits and giggles." I mean,
And he's 23 minutes in, and he's like debunked every single bit of her accusations up to this point. Like within 23 minutes.
yeah.
Like it's amazing. Hey Wesley, what exactly is a Shizzywhiznut? Well, let me tell you. A Shizzywhiznut is like the shit's gone off the rails. Is basically what it stands for. Serious. That's exactly what Shizzywhiznut
I figured
shit.
it was an off-brand of Cheese Whiz, so
Yeah, it could be if you wanted it to be. That could be off the rails too. No, it comes from a story that I was told. This isn't my story. This is somebody else's. But I like the words that the guys used because it was so original and so heartfelt that this guy just deserved every single bit of it. A friend of mine used to race Ducatis on weekends, and during the weekdays he would work on motorcycles. He still has his own motorcycle shop. He doesn't race anymore because he's just like, that's more of a young man's game. I've gotten too old for it. At some point you hang up your spurs and stop riding the Ducatis, and you chill out. And so they just finished a Saturday race, and they were on their way back. They stopped off at a restaurant, probably just to grab a bite to eat, and had their motorcycles either on trailers or they had them in the back of a pickup truck. That would be the way that they'd be getting them there. They might have had multiple motorcycles, and some guy was pulls up on his motorcycle, and he's like checking out the bikes, and he's like, man, those are pretty good bikes. This is older black gentleman. Those are pretty good bikes. He goes, that baby right there, man. My mechanic, he looked at it, and he put all this stuff on there. Man, that thing is the Shizzywhiznut of all motorcycles, man. It is so damn fast. And I was like, Shizzywhiznut, where in the hell did that come from? He was like, and he was just like, because they both looked at it, was like, Shizzywhiznut? He was just like, yeah, shit's off the rails, Shizzywhiznut. And it's just like, holy fucking cow, this guy is awesome. I was like, I wish I could have met this guy. But
oh yeah, that would have been awesome.
In homage to him, I used it as a gaming name.
Oh, cool.
Like whenever I was gaming, I had a couple of gaming names I used. So one was an ugly baby, which is always funny whenever you're playing like Call of Duty and you shoot somebody and it says you got shot by an ugly baby, or whenever somebody shoots you, it says you shot an ugly baby.
To be fair, I've had a lot. Look, my middle daughter, she didn't get hair till she was, God honest, 2 years old. But when she came out, if you've seen the Harry Potter movie with the Lord Voldemort at the end, where it's kind of a wrinkled baby, look, they all come out looking like small, tiny, little wrinkled Lord Voldemorts. And you just have to look and you're like, "Aw."
Like what happened?
Their head's not gonna stay like that, is it?
Oh my god.
To this
Oh,
day, my Mr. Mo, so our second son, who was 10 pounds and had the biggest head of any child ever, was like, "Yeah, he looked like a little sausage baby." And he's like, "Yeah, he was not attractive." Like, "You shut up." Had to put little hats that he was supposed to wear as a newborn on top of his head because they wouldn't even fit around his big daggone melon.
and then your bite says you love them and you take them home anyway.
Oh, well, yeah, you just like, "No, honey, you don't have a big head." No,
No,
those
it's
kids are
okay.
just playing with you.
Oh my, oh god, I have so many stories. I'm not gonna tell those though. They would get some mothers in trouble. Let's put it that way.
Look, I love my kids, but she was bald as a cue ball until, like, 3, and her
Oh,
sisters would always stick, like, stickers on her head, and I'm like, "Would you stop doing that?" I just go out and find, like, a random happy face on the back of her head. I'm like, "Would you just stop?"
but it looks so cool.
Yeah.
Like draw pictures on it, on the top of it with a mouth and
Don't
ears and stuff.
pretty much.
Well, that's also good to know because the niece, she's got like the most like her hair finally has grown past her like neck, and she'll be 4 in like next month. So it
Is
is
she really fair?
yeah, really fair and really really like light hair. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
very sparse.
Yeah. It happens. Look, first 2 boys, beautiful blonde curls. Last feral child, hair like Mr. Burns. Just was born with an old man skullet. I was like, "How in the hell does this happen?"
I was hoping to like do your hair up in braids, and now all I can do is
No, I
just
was,
draw pictures on your forehead.
you have cute little, like, all the other boys had cute little ringlets. I never wanted to cut their hair. Griffin, I was like, "Can you just take some party off the back and maybe tape it to the front?"
Oh, jeez. Second son, when he was 12, a great aunt who hadn't seen me in a while told me it's really nice to see you finally grew into your head. I love it. I love it. That is
To be
awesome.
fair, big-headed kids run in my family.
Yeah, it is. It is one of the. That's the same way with my wife's family. All of her family have like big bobbleheads. Like what the hell?
He was just a big old pumpkin head, and they were like, "Ooh, ooh, he's like 110th percentile." I was like, "No shit, I felt that. I was there, y'all. I could tell you."
I can tell you that was not fun.
I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "My shock, you can imagine."
When I was 12, a great aunt. I love it. Yeah. Well, what? Yeah. So basically, Sadie is been treating these kids like shit, and he's trying to get proof on this.
Yeah.
And so he gives daughter a phone, and he's going to do a little bit more explaining here in a second, which will maybe tighten some of that stuff up just a little bit. So here we go.
He was putting his cell phone somewhere that night.
So what happens is I give her one of my old phones so she can record what's going on. So I have some evidence. And then so yes, there are cell phones, but I didn't put a cell phone anywhere for that purpose. I gave it to my daughter to record when she's being abused or when the boys are being abused.
Okay.
As you should do.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. Like if you're
No.
and here's the thing. If daughter says she's being abused, he doesn't know if she's fucking lying.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, he could say, "Look, we had, issues with her not telling the truth, but I'm erring on the side of caution. Look, I've not known Sadie to be like this, but Sadie's been really acting out of character, and I don't care if she goes out and runs a train every night that I'm not there. I don't care. I don't love her anymore. I just want her to be good with my kids.
Right. Right. Here she is, fucking, little child saying, daddy, mommy's abusing us. Okay, well, here's a phone.
Well,
Next time she starts in on this, I want you to record it.
well,
And
and Zach knows she hit him with a broomstick. I mean,
yeah,
she'll just flip on him and,
which makes me
you know,
concerned. Why aren't the cops thinking maybe we're looking at the wrong person? Like
because
if this guy's saying that she's turning violent, maybe we need to not only look at him, but look at her, especially because she's the one that showed up on the scene. I mean, come on.
well, I mean, do we have a standard operating procedure in Waukesha?
Yeah, it's called, let's go to Best Buy. Let's go to the movies. Let's all go to the movies.
That's what I
I
say.
didn't put a cell phone anywhere.
Yeah, that's my question, and you're dancing around.
No, I'm just saying.
It's a yes or no. It's got
I
nothing.
put
He
a cell
said
phone in
no.
my daughter's hands, if that's what you're getting at, but I did not put a cell
Where
phone
did
in
that
her
happen?
car. Where?
Mhm.
At my house?
I'm talking about that night and at the house where you peeked through the window.
No. I didn't give her.
I don't know if that's a slip of the tongue or a slip of thought. Listen closely what he says. And so I'm calling this out because, I pick up on things that maybe this is what the cops picked up on too. They never
Yeah.
said anything about the car.
Well, he never said isn't this where she accused him or she said he went in to, like, dig around in the car to find, Lazario or, uh,
Yeah.
Chi-Chi
Rosario's no,
Joni loves Chachi's,
no, this is where he picked
registration.
this is where he leaned over, picked up his son, and it supposedly fell out of his pocket. But the cop never accused him of putting a cell phone in her car at this point. He never said anything about a car. So this might draw the cops' suspicion towards him. I'm backing Sadie on this one, so just listen real close what he says, because he put a cell phone in his daughter's hands, if that's what you're getting at. But just listen.
But I did not put a cell phone in her car. Where?
That right there might have been what the cops focused in on, saying, we never mentioned anything about her car. What do you mean? But this comes
Well,
out later. I'll point
but
out
he
it
had
does
already
come out later.
said that he'd dropped it in the van, so he's
No,
already taken
in the
care.
back seat. It had fallen in the back seat in between something.
Yeah, so maybe in his mind, he's already explained how that one got into the car, so he's like,
Right.
"Look, I didn't put it purposely in the car. I don't give two shits what this woman is doing beyond what she's doing to my kids." And again, this is what where not to dog on him, but this is where a lawyer would have been able to say, "Look, this is A, B, and Z."
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
But,
Mhm.
you know, where a lawyer would have been able to say, "Look, they've got A, B, and Z," you know, uh, if you have rational explanations, if you can get me that video of her slapping the laptop, that's gonna validate some of your points. You know, it sounds like you and this police department have had some not so kosher, dealings already. Have an intermediary if it seems like they're already gunning for you.
Yeah. But he's dealt with it. That's what I'm saying. Is he dealt
Yeah,
with them before, and it's just like, yeah, this is just another one of her bullshit things. Whenever they do some searching
true.
on it, they're not going to find anything. I mean, he was just like, I've been here before. I've dealt with this bullshit before. There's no talking my way out of it. But once they do some investigating on it, they'll just basically, okay, you need to stay away from Sadie for a while. Okay, I want to move on with my thing. He's looking at these like these guys are fucking dumbasses and they're assholes, but whatever. I've talked with them before. Once they do, I spend a couple of nights in jail. What the fuck ever. That's how it goes. He's not thinking that anybody. He has no idea dude's missing. If he did, he'd be like, yeah, I ain't fucking saying shit.
Yeah, he's like, I need a lawyer.
Yeah. Yeah, don't say a word. Don't say a word unless you're talking to your lawyer. Your lawyer can speak for you. He's your advocate. You don't have to say anything.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, look, lawyers are going to know where cops are going to try to trip you up because you are going to say things in good faith, and you've got to realize that cops aren't going in there for a good faith discussion.
Never. Never. Never, ever.
No.
No.
I'm talking about that night and at the house where you peeked through the window.
No. I didn't give her a phone or have her record anything or anything along those fucking lines, man.
No cell phone was put anywhere, whether it recorded something or not?
No, dude, no. I told you, no. Her paranoia, her fear, whatever, that's on her. Whatever she told you or thought she said
Hey,
the same
can we
bullshit
pause
to
real
me.
quick?
I told her.
Yeah.
How in the actual hell does Haley have 20? Oh, I was reading Trump has 110. I was thinking I was reading 10, and I was like, the hell is going on in this shenanigans filled world? I was like, I will lose my effing mind.
Oh,
I was like, who the hell did this heifer sleep with in Michigan? I was like, did Whitmer have that much pool?
That's right. Michigan is tonight, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be watching
I'm just
that.
looking for newsy news in the morning, so I always, start.
Well, let's do this. Michigan primaries. Is it primaries or caucus?
I have no idea.
That's primary.
I
Michigan
just
primary 2024.
I was just going through and I was like, wait, 10 to 20? I was like, who and
shit. 55.
then I realized that I was wrong.
So here's where they stand in Michigan with 7% reporting, 64.9 for Donald Trump, 31.2 for Nikki Haley, 1.9 uncommitted, and Ron DeSantis 1%. And Chris Christie 270 votes, Ramaswamy 266, and Ryan Binkley 113, and Asa Hutchinson. I don't know who Asa is.
Asa Hutchinson is still running? I thought he dropped out.
It doesn't matter. They still can get votes. He got 58 votes.
And Mointhedeepend to get 10 on her platform of hand jobs for everyone. Oh my God, if CNN calls me like, ma'am, do you want to explain how you got 10 votes? Yes, I'll take my one delegate.
Yeah, this right here just shows you how massive that Trump is just hammering this. It's like Washington County has got 53% and 42% for Nikki Haley. So that's the only one that could be a toss-up. The one that Detroit is in 71% for Donald Trump.
Holy shit balls.
4% for Oakland County. Eaton County has got 74%. Kent County has 73%, 72%, 76%, 75%, 77%. Like only 12% of the votes in. So they got 5% in, according to the New York Times, and Trump is going to be plus 48 on this one. That's what's expected. So he's going to have 158 at the end of by the end of tonight. I mean,
well, yeah.
Good Lord Almighty. Ballots printed early. Don't forget to share it, Wizzy, with and Mo with the world. Thank you guys.
Yes.
We like being shared. Like
we do.
It's there's a lot of me to share. I mean, you can have some of the the belly here, and
yeah, if you guys would like to take that would be awesome.
Right, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
No, why would I do that? I want to be here. It's at 7. It's 8:30 right now.
I was
Why
about to
wouldn't she be
say,
here?
oh,
Hand
John,
jobs?
have you not heard the hand job story?
Oh my God. Before we do that,
The
you know what there is something we have to do. If we're going to do that, then we just do this right here, and we will do this and do this. Yeah.
So, my oldest daughter is turned 17 this year, and she's a junior, but she's starting to get all this college stuff. And my youngest 2, who are 8 and 7, were like, "You have to go to school after high school. This sounds terrible." And I was like, "No, there's all sorts of vocational jobs. You can work with your hands." We watched Mike Rowe. I was teaching them about welding and, you can go, do all sorts of fun things. You can play with power tools. And so I am, oh, no worries.
No, don't worry, Jude. It's okay. We don't. Mighty Meat is good people. If you want to watch the election stuff, Mighty Meat would be the awesome place to do it. I'm just messing around. I think Mighty Meat's a great brand. So no, don't you even worry about it. I would suggest if you want to catch up on the latest with Mighty Meat, because if I'm not mistaken, he is in Michigan also. Could be wrong, but I think he's in Michigan. So
No idea.
it's probably pretty close to where he's at. He's either in Michigan or something similar to that. But yeah, where is the place where they had the train derail?
That's Palestine. That's
Palestine.
Ohio.
Okay, so I think he's in Ohio, like, or very close to Palestine, which might be near Michigan. Fuck if I know. I don't know U.S. geography well enough anymore. It's all just one big blur to me. You see so many states, you're just like Wisconsin looks no different than Missouri or Ohio or
True.
anything. It's just like it's all flat. It's all heartland. It's all like cornfields, and Iowa is the same way. It's just flat cornfields, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, have at it. I mean, the soil looks awesome. That's nice, beautiful black soil that you can like grow like plants in. In Georgia, we have red fucking clay that, if you can grow a tree in it, well, good luck.
Heck, if you can dig in it far enough to bury a body, I mean, that's just an
Well,
Olympic sport right there.
well, let's put it this way: if you can dig far enough down, you'll hit granite,
Well, there
because
you go.
that's what Stone Mountain is. Stone Mountain is also connected to Mount Arabia, which is let's see, you got Stone Mountain. A little bit further south, you have Mount Arabia, and then you have Atlanta, and they all sit on the same granite rock formation. Okay,
Ooh.
so they're on that same thing. So if you see where Stone Mountain is, Mount Arabia, Atlanta, they sit on that rock formation. Now, back in the day, this is what I heard. I don't know if it's true, but back in the day, they were mining granite from both Stone Mountain and from Mount Arabia. And whenever they were blasting, you could feel the foundations shaking in Atlanta. Like it would shake the foundations whenever they were blasting these tons of rock off the thing. So they shut down operation. I believe it was either Mount Arabia or Stone Mountain. It was one of those two that they shut down, and they continued at the other location blasting. They were still getting these vibrations, and so they finally shut down those operations on the other one. But yeah, it's all part of the same big stone or granite formation. It's pretty awesome. Crossing the border is an
Cool.
Olympic sport. It should be.
So
It should be.
we were
Okay,
talking to
continue.
the 2 youngest boys about, you can work with your hands and that is a great thing to do to have a skill. As I am driving them to school the next day to their very Christian, like girls wear skirts below their knees, long hair, like uber Christian school. I'm not paying attention to what's going on in the background until a certain part of me starts hearing things like, Yeah, I'm gonna do so many hand jobs when I get older. Yeah, I don't know why anyone goes to college. Everyone should do hand jobs. Yeah, I'm gonna get so much money for hand jobs. So I'm like, "Wait a minute, what are you guys talking about?" Because part of my brain is laughing hysterically and rolling around, not able to render aid for anything, and the other part is thinking, "What?" And I said, "No," I was like, "What are you guys talking about?" And he's like, "Mom, you just told us about hand jobs last night." I was like, "No, I told you about working with your hands." And he's like, "Okay, but can I tell my teacher about the hand jobs we're gonna do?" I was like, "No, you cannot." And he's like,
Oh yeah.
"Why can't we say that?" And I said, Just ask your father, but if you say it in front of your teacher, you're losing your iPads for years."
Yes. They already think your mom is crazy.
I
That's all.
was just like, "God, I was trying to teach my children not to waste money on college, and you had to give me this one over here who probably knows what he's saying."
Yep. Probably knows what he's saying, but you can't prove it. You don't want to call him out
Yeah.
on it just in case.
Yeah.
Little son of a
So
buck.
so that story is now famous.
Yes, it is. Makes me laugh so hard every time I hear it. Hey, Libby, how's it going? Jay Libby. Talking about hand jobs right there. I'm
I
sorry.
will say, what's funny is that everything that they were saying, I was like, I mean, they're super fun and everyone should do them, and I don't know why more people don't.
Don't,
They're
hey,
fun for everyone. Girls should do them, boys should. And they're in the back, and part of me is trying not to crack up because my youngest, if he knows something's funny, even if he doesn't know why, he will
he'll
be
carry on.
encouraged. And I'm like, "Brain, come on, help me." And they're like, "Dude, fuck off. This is too funny." So I'm like working with 10% of my brain here.
Yes, there is a difference between hand jobs and hand jobs. Well, it just depends on how much money you want to make.
Well, true, but it was just like, "We're gonna tell all of our friends how to make money doing hand jobs." I was like, "No, you're not."
No, you're not.
It's like, I swear to God, children.
Ah, the feral
Why?
children.
It's like, dear Lord, I just try to be a good parent once in a while, not every day.
No, not every day. Oh my gosh. Love it. I mean, there's a difference. Yeah.
I did not record you.
And again, man, I have a young girl who loves her dad,
Yeah.
telling me things, crying, that are 100% true. Believe me, they're 100% true when I'm talking to her.
Yeah, and she told school she had leukemia for 2 weeks. I mean, most of it's true.
I mean, I'm trying not to laugh, but that does sound like something one of my kids would say, only they'd be like, "I have leukemia." And I'd
Yeah.
be like, "No, you still have to eat vegetables." And be like, "Miss Higgins, your son said that he has leukemia
I
and he
don't know what
has to eat Doritos."
what is leukemia?
Yeah.
Do you understand
No.
what leukemia is, peoples? No. Well,
No,
if
he
you
has
what
nothing wrong with him. Make him eat his daggone vegetables. We'll be
exactly.
talking when he gets home.
Oh yeah. We will take care of this really damn quick.
And
But
and again, if you have kids, I mean, okay, never
apparently
did.
Best Buy guy never had kids.
No, but kids do not 100% look. She can 100% want to be on her dad's side, but you guys were giving her a bunch of positive reinforcement to make the story as wild as possible because you were giving her 100% of attention, and she thought she was gonna solve the crime like she was Carmen freaking Sandiego. Of course, she's gonna pizzazz it up and not think it's lying. She's gonna add, "Oh, well, the boys weren't there, actually. He left them, like, to crate train or something."
Yeah.
Or I mean, it's
because she's going to have
and
to,
Sadie's
because
gonna encourage
kids are
it.
so bad at lying
Yeah.
that they don't think the whole lie through. So whenever they tell the lie, it becomes oh, this little lie is not a big deal. And then that little lie turns into, well, he had a video camera and that's how I saw it. So then, because that doesn't work, because, well, what kind of video camera was it? You start like narrowing in on the details, and it's just like, yeah, it wasn't a video camera. I was there, but he left the boys at the house. And she doesn't realize how ridiculous it sounds at the time, because she's thinking like a 12-year-old. Like, the logical thing would be, well, of course you left the kids at the house. I mean, you wouldn't bring them out to do something like this. But then whenever the truth comes out, it's like, oh no, he brought the kids along the whole time. And no, he didn't have a video camera, because once you start like narrowing down the details, it's like it really becomes obvious that the lie is there. Unless
Well,
you're
and
fucking one of these
again,
police
this is
officers.
something you can call her school and say, "Hey, this little girl that I think would never lie about anything did she ever lie about leukemia?" And they're like, "Yeah, she told us for 2 weeks so she could get extra, brownies."
Good to see you, Aaron. Well, thank you for coming by and hitting the like, and definitely try and come back and have time. That's awesome. Yeah, little sponges. It is. I mean, it's so, like, all of this stuff can be checked out, but they just don't fucking check it out. Like, investigate.
No, and it's if you have just even a cursory, "Hey, you know what? I'm just gonna double check this because this sounds all a little bit crazy," and, due diligence and all that. Because say you go in thinking Zach is 100% guilty and you wanna say, "Look, Imma catch him on this lie. This chick never this little girl never said she had, cancer." That would just be silly. And you go in thinking, "Of course, no child would ever lie about that," and then, you have to get proven wrong. I I just don't understand how even spite wouldn't motivate you to try to say, "No, Zach, I think you're totally terrible, and I'm gonna prove you wrong." I mean, they had 7 months where they just charged him for stalking, that they could have done any sort of cursory, look.
Nope. Nope.
And was
That would
this
be too
brought up
much.
when she was on the stand? The fact that she lied about leukemia?
Nope. Nope, because they couldn't bring these kinds of things up. They were limited on what they could bring up with her.
Well, and didn't she bring up something completely random to which they actually had to get her own guardian ad litem,
Yeah.
from what I remember
Yeah.
people talking about?
It's so bad. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing a rewatch of the entire trial. That's something I've got planned to do. Um, I want to keep this like in the forefront of people's minds.
Yeah.
This kind of stuff, because this is really super important. I mean, just the fact that they just she said she had a gun pointed at her on the stand. Yeah. Yeah. Count you in. You have not seen the trial yet. Oh my God. Yeah. Be prepared. It'll be going through the whole damn thing.
But then some things aren't. I did have a cell phone.
Dude,
I did have a
this is craziness for her to make this up and come up with it like that. I got a daughter the same age, man.
I hear you,
They
but
lie, and you know what? When they lie, I know they're lying.
right.
Right?
So I'm saying I did have a cell phone, because you can turn the light on and see where the fuck.
So dude's basically tell he's lying, saying, "I'm a human lie detector. I can tell whenever she's lying. I know whenever you're lying. I know whenever she's lying." And
Yeah, it I mean, I understand that they can try to play an angle here to get him to confess, but again, just on base value, I mean, he's already detained and he's already being held on that. What I would be making notes of as a detective is, say I tell Zach, "Okay, yeah, I totally don't believe you. Your daughter isn't, gonna lie about this." But what I would be writing down was, "Hey, he alleges that she told her school that she had leukemia for 2 weeks. I'm just gonna check that out just to see how much this goes in. I'm also gonna check out a couple other things. I'm going to talk to his family. I'm going to get some outside, maybe I'll talk to his family and her friend, get 2 outside opinions about their relationships and see if, okay, is this just a ball of drama that's taking us completely off of this entire case, and we are just wasting our time on this woman who just wants to get her ex, for
But
whatever reason?"
here's the thing. They have not taken a single note the whole time he's been there.
Well, that's because they don't know how to write. They only know how to pound a keyboard really hard.
Well, and they haven't even done that.
That's true.
Why not? Why aren't you guys getting this stuff down? Why aren't you typing this out? Why aren't you getting this captured? Oh, the videotape. Well, what about the videotape that for her? You could have just done it on video. You didn't have to have, I guess you had to get her statement against him. Wow. How shady of bullshit is that? Here you are going after one man. You've got your guy. I mean, it tells you right here, just the way that they're acting. We've got our guy. We're just going to see if we can
Yeah.
get him to admit it.
That's pretty
Wow.
much they're just
Yeah.
like, "We don't wanna have to work any harder."
Yeah, we had to work with fucking crazy for like probably 6 hours because a lot of the stuff was edited and sped up because of it was just sitting around kind of stuff. Oh my god.
But I didn't record anybody.
So you had the cell phone out.
Yeah, I had a cell phone with me. I don't know that I had it out, but I did have a cell phone with me.
Right?
Well, I don't know if I don't remember how dark it was or if I pulled the cell phone out that night. So I would assume so, but
What's the cell phone number on that phone?
I don't know it offhand.
I don't know off the top of my head. I know my cell
Is it
phone
your phone?
number.
Is it your phone?
Yeah, pretty
Because
much.
I've had it for the past 30
It's
years.
not my regular phone. No.
Oh, you got
Mr.
another
Mo has
number?
had the same cell phone
You know
number
what
since
number
we've
that
met,
was?
and I'm still like, "Line."
Where is it?
Probably not.
I can't remember my wife's cell phone number. If I think about it, I can remember it because I think I remember it. But I would have to like write it down and double check, and I would look at my cell phone anyway and see if I was right.
Yeah.
Like I used to remember everybody's phone number because I only
Oh,
had
yeah.
like 10 or 15 people that would even bother calling. Now I've got like hundreds in my contacts, and half of them I haven't talked to in probably 20 years. So if
Yes.
if I were to look, I'd have to have something to keep me reminding me what their phone number is, and like my phone number, like I said, for the past probably over 30 years, I've had the same exact phone number. It hasn't changed. It's the same damn. Yep. I'm not giving up my number because it's a pretty good one.
Your logo money?
So there's not gonna be any pictures or anything like that in there.
Fucking look, you guys, come on. I keep telling you, you're killing me here,
Is there a passcode or anything on them?
No.
All right.
No.
No, like I said, I gave one of my daughters so she could record mom hitting the boys, mom hitting her, that kind of stuff. I have some recordings of those exchanges for that interest. I know that pisses Sadie off because she caught and recorded her, to be fair, going through her phone and all sorts of shit. And there's been tremendous complaints about violation of privacy by Sadie. But, ultimately, stalking, look, I verified whatever two-faced bullshit she was shoveling me about, we're going to get back. I just need some space. I'm still mad at you, all that, or whatever. Now you're seeing somebody else. And then once I called her out about that,
Who was it?
Huh?
Who was it?
Oh, some Mexican guy. I mean, if I understand, you know, I looked up his information or whatever, best I could figure out, but
What's the name?
Jeannie showed his Facebook and his name is Junior. I don't remember the spelling on the last name, but I remember it started with a G.
Who showed?
No, call him the special needs Mexican your father. Or what is it? Gosh, what was it that you called him? And Zach, I'm just going to need, because I need that for a t-shirt. Allegedly.
Yeah. Like, what is this? I remember my parents' landline from my childhood days, my best friend from school. Yeah. And I guess the last four of it's there. No, it's not. It's not. That would be funny. That would be but you know, 88's a better number. You know why 88's a better number?
I'm sure I would remember if I were from middle school again, but I'm
because you get 8 twice.
True. But if someone doesn't know what they're doing, that's just annoying.
It's like wrong hole.
Like, what exactly do you think you're doing down there? Because great. A for effort, D for denied.
No, it's not that one either. 8675309 is not either.
It's 1-800-BITE-ME. We all know it.
Yeah, pretty close.
Dad's wife showed what Sadie was talking about, bragging about he's a contractor, he's got 2 kids, and Jeannie showed the Facebook, so she knew.
So did anyone ever ask Jeannie if she showed him a Facebook? I mean, I know this is a ridiculous question ad nauseum at this point.
Maybe in trial, but you know, these detectives are, you know, they've got their guy. They're detectives.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome.
Started saying that she was dating somebody at that point. You know where he's from? Down here.
Well, I was going to say Mexico, but that's probably bad.
When did he?
Well, he is, though. That's the thing. Like, I don't know if he was like green card, or if he was like his heritage goes back to Mexico. Like he's firstborn American out of his family kind of thing. Like his father is immigrant and he is born here in the US. I don't know that, you know, but apparently he supposedly had some pretty close ties to Mexico. Nothing wrong with that. I mean,
No.
I worked with a bunch of guys that had close ties to Mexico, you know, at different points in my life. I've worked with guys, you know, that like a father was there on a green card. His son was there on a green card. Another one, his son was born here in the US, and, you know, just like different ways that people are here in the US, and both of them were, you know, both these people were no different than any other person, and, you know, happy to be here in America. And, you know, they were like, go America. They don't give 2 shits. I mean, most people, that's the thing. Most immigrants that come here and go through all the process, they are damned happy to be here.
And most college students can be shipped to Venezuela for only pennies on the dollar. You too can help Sally Struthers send a struggling socialist to Venezuela.
1-800 damn it dancers. Getting closer.
You found out about him
weeks ago. Shit, months ago, maybe weeks ago.
Who told you about him?
Going through the text messages,
Ayo.
I was talking to this guy, I saw Leo, John, Junior, all the guys mom's seen.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah.
Mom's a hoe.
Leo, John, Junior, Bob, Tom, Dick,
Steve.
Harry. I mean, she's been. Let's put it this way. If it has a penis, more than likely, mom has tried to go down on it. Just saying.
Well, I mean,
it's he knows the kind of person that she is. Maybe that's why he's just like, I have no desire to be around her anymore. She's not the person that I wanted to be with. 1-800 goat stealing donkey was too long. Damn it.
Shizzy, I'm look, every time I think we've reached peak clown world, I come across a news article that is Monica Lewinsky is now selling office power dresses.
I know. Are any of them blue? Are any of them blue?
The one that she's wearing looks navy blue. I'm like, the pin is royal blue. Oh my God. Ma'am,
might as well lean
seriously?
into it. I mean, take your licks and swallow.
Jesus. Ma'am, you got famous for being kind of fluffy and wearing a beret and falling in love with a guy who's gross. It happened to Hillary Clinton, but I mean, she never shook him. But apparently, she just tortures him by making him become a vegan.
I just want to know, atheist ants, stay out of Rosamund Rant's shorts. I mean, she will get a donkey to donkey kick you if you don't stop. Oh, great. See, stains included. See, you guys are assholes.
I'm just saying, look, if you don't want to be known for it, why do you continue to trade on this? Like, you could have gotten married and changed your name from Lewinsky.
Yes.
It's almost like that was an option. It's almost like you could.
But here's the thing. How many guys do you think I mean, she really knocked herself out of the dating pool pretty early. I mean,
look, she likes older guys who like cigars. I mean, she could have found a sugar daddy somewhere.
But that's the thing. They'd just be like, yeah, we know what you're all about. And, well, no.
I mean, to be fair, there were people on Hillary Clinton's side at that point. I feel like time has shown everyone the error of their ways.
Yes.
So, ma'am, you are vindicated.
She was young. She wasn't even of legal drinking age whenever all this happened. If I'm not mistaken, wasn't she like 20 or something like that?
She was like 21 or ish.
21 or ish. She.
Yeah.
She.
And she's not unattractive now. I'm just, ma'am, you could have unlewinsky'd yourself. I'm just saying, you could have gone by your middle name and, Smith
disappeared forever.
and called it a day.
And just disappeared forever, But no, now you're selling power suits.
Office attire, for the love of all that is holy. Ma'am, the only work you did in an office isn't, well, you don't need a tire for. So, really.
Look, Shizzy, I'm not eating her shorts. Give me some credit, bro. I don't know. I don't know about that.
God, I love to eat my shorts. Or no, it's salute your shorts.
I mean, they used to have some really bad cartoons. Like,
I loved Pete and Pete. With the two little redheaded kids.
There was a cartoon called Earthworm Jim.
I remember that vaguely.
And Earthworm Jim had this thing where he was constantly looking for the elusive trout in the jeans.
You know, I didn't catch that when I was younger.
You wouldn't have caught it because you just had no idea. But there's things like that people get in there. My God.
What was the other one that I really Rocco's Modern Life. Now that was effed up show. The cat orthodontist with the hook hand.
Mm-hmm. Salute your shorts. I mean, come on. Really? Nickelodeon. I mean, come on.
Bring back that before I knew that everyone in Nickelodeon was weird and touching the children.
Oh, God. There are, if you're doing stuff and you're promoting it to children and even hints of that kind of stuff, man, just stop. Like, you have to remember that, the Simpsons started out on Tracy Ullman's show.
Oh, yes. I used to love Tracy Ullman. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know. I still think she's amazing. I just don't think she's done anything really recently. Or if
No,
she's
I don't
still
think
alive.
I'm sure she's still alive. Someone tried to tell me that she was married to Lemmy from Motorhead. I was like, I don't think that's true. I don't think Lemmy ever got married. But
I
hey,
think
I'm an idiot. I don't follow celebrity gossip. I really don't. Like, somebody else will have to tell me 100 times about some celebrity gossip, and then I'm just like, I don't know if that's true or not. Like,
I only know the terrible stuff.
I read a news article from Ukraine today. Okay, the news article was 4 paragraphs, and they were literally like 2 sentences long. Each paragraph was 2 sentences long, and it was just like, this guy is being investigated for stealing money, and that he was charging people to do illegal shit, and he got busted for it in Ukraine. And this is the consequences of his arrest. And that's it. Like, they gave who, what, why, when, where, how. And that's it. There wasn't any, because you notice most of the news stories are Republican former President Donald J. Trump and his MAGA Republicans that, assaulted the U.S. on, January 6, 2021, that he's being tried and convicted for, multiple rape convictions on, on small donkeys with, with saddles that were made of the finest leather. They're just like, okay, so what's the fucking story here? Like get me to the fucking point. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't care about all the bullshit in between. Like, you're telling me all of this fluff stuff. Like, tell me the story. Like John stole a rabbit from the store, and the rabbit was worth quite a bit of money, and this is how much money it was worth. And then John was caught, and now he's going to be serving years in prison because he did like dirty things with the rabbit that he never should have done. It's like
I-
get to the point. Don't give me the fluff, because the fluff just pisses me off.
Well, it's that, or I find myself, editing it from both sides, because I'll get
Yeah.
things from Post Millennial or I'll get things from NBC. And I'm like, look, I don't want to put this, needless, you know, point or jab or jib here. So I'll just say this. And,
Yeah.
instead. And it's really kind of
Yeah,
interesting.
like anytime especially every time that I have to read one of these abortion things, I've changed the words. It's like, it's not abortion anymore for me. I just call it baby killing. It really puts it into context, because that's really what it is. I mean, you're killing babies.
Well, it's like it for me, it's the big thing for me is these female teachers that have relationships with these young boys, and they're like, after a relationship when one of their students, I was like, after assaulting one of their students, I was like, there, I
Exactly.
edited it for you.
Yeah.
I was like,
We'll make,
for
let's add this in there correctly. The same way whenever you hear someone that wants to talk about pedos being, oh, it's just a lifestyle that should be accepted. It's just like, no, you're harming children. That's not
no,
a
Gemini
lifestyle.
thinks that love is love, though.
Looks like I'd have to resub to BritBox to watch, which I do anyway, about once a year. No, but I'm serious. Whenever people, and there's been, I think people have gotten upset because I say that. It's like, listen, they're. I've talked about this before. That I believe that abortion should be available, but I also think that it should be safe. It should be rare. It shouldn't be used as birth control, which a lot of people are using it for. And whenever I get off on one of these tangents, it's just like, you guys, do you realize how many children have been killed by Planned Parenthood in just the past day? How about the past year? I mean, the fatalities there are more than you'll ever see on cancer or getting hit by cars or in car accidents or drinking or anything like that. We're talking about like a genocide of people.
It's and that's where I think if we just could come back to common sense, like back in the 90s, you knew it happened. Yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
we always had that very special after school special with like, Boy Meets World or something,
Yeah,
what was it, Family Matters or Life Goes On, where, they discussed it, or Maude, you know, B. Arthur when she was, what, 73, so I don't know how that was even possible, but okay, B. Arthur.
yeah.
But, I mean, I just wanna go back to where we just were a little bit saner. Holy good lord.
Well, and then whenever you hear your president's press secretary talking about it, like it, this is healthcare. No, this is not healthcare. Healthcare is like, maybe wrap that thing up, maybe not have sex, maybe
Or
you,
offer, parenting classes and, "Hey, this is where we have a community pantry," or things like that. I don't know. Look, there are
yeah,
no easy answers to
no, there are
difficult
not.
situations,
There are not.
and nothing's gonna be right for everyone.
Exactly.
But I would just like to go back to the 90s when everything made sense, and it was all bright neon colors, so you never lost anything,
Mm-hmm.
and troll dolls just everywhere, as far as the eye could see, troll dolls in Zumba pant or were they Zuba pants?
I don't
What
remember
were
what they
those
were.
god awful dad pants that had, like, the stripities, and they were kind of so
Parachute pants.
they weren't MC Hammer pants, but every dad, I swear, had a pair. They were, like,
Oh, I know what you're talking
zebra
about.
striped
They're like
and
parachute pants, but like more like sweat shorts kind of thing. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
yeah,
Those
like
are,
sweatpants, but they were cuffed at the ankle, for
yeah.
extra style.
Oh God, yes. No. Well, also you also have to realize who started Planned Parenthood and why they started Planned Parenthood. Their whole purpose was and the reason why you only find them in low income places, because they don't like the dark skinned folks. They want to make sure that population does not thrive. There's a little thing they call eugenics that they started to really get close and follow. And the lady that was the founder of that was a very big proponent of eugenics. Eugenics believes in the master race. If you understand what that means,
Of all the things we couldn't have could we just have not exported that out? Like, of all the things that we could have just not exported,
yeah.
Thanks, early America. Dang it.
Yeah.
Zubas. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Also, bring back.
Is who pays for them. The only valid argument pro-lifers have is who pays for them. Zubas, I guess that's what it is. Get rid. Yeah, that's what they believe is, the others.
Can we also bring back Kudos granola bars? The best candy bar as a granola.
But see, now they've changed their stance, because now it's a lot easier to basically people to remove themselves from the pool of creating more children, because you give them puberty blockers. What's going to happen? Well, then
Hey, I can't carry the load for all of you. Some of you are going to have to start having children, all right?
But Shizzy, you can't expect women to be responsible enough not to have sex. That's victim blaming. Thanks, Baldo Gagger. There you go. Shizzy, you can't expect women to be responsible enough not to have sex. That's victim blaming.
Yeah, what are we supposed to do for the other?
Oh, God. We need more Furbies and multicolored LA gear.
Oh, no, not Furbies. Those things were creepy.
Mentally challenged and poor people too. Yes, they do
Well,
not like to have those people around. Although I will say, if you want to see some humor, just watch the retard drag queen or the drag show.
The one with RuPaul? This is a thing on YouTube, I'm guessing.
No, I saw it on Twitter, and I joke not. It is the Mongoloids doing the. I don't know what it is, but it is so hilarious.
Oh no! Oh no!
What? I find nothing wrong with being a Mongoloid. If you're a Mongoloid, you're just in a happier place than me. So fuck it.
God.
It's like, damn it. You're always so happy. Why are you so happy? I understand.
Well,
I would be happy too. Fuck me. You see how broken Mo.
I'm just like, there is no way I have a couple things that I can say, but Filter is like, danger, Will Robinson, danger.
Will Robinson, let Shizzy dig his own hole.
I'm like, I am not drunk enough yet for that Filter to say, nah, it'll be fine. Like critical drinker, like, nah, it'll be fine.
My filter never kicks in. Well, it does, but the worst times. Like, I'll probably think about it tonight and go, damn it, I shouldn't have really said that. But fuck it, I don't care. What are they going to do? Come after me? I mean, have you ever been attacked by a Mongoloid? It's hilarious. They have superhuman strength.
Can't right now, Shizzy, come on. Look, I'm just aiming for purgatory, but I do need to at least get there.
Okay.
Just purgatory.
All right, I'll get this started. I'm going to go grab another beverage.
Okie dokie.
All right, here we go.
Those were confirmed names or you just throw names out there?
No, those are the names that put out of mom's phone and told me. Now, which ones were true or not? Oh, you think she's everything's
Leo?
Yeah.
There's a John.
Yeah.
Who else? What else is it? Junior?
And Junior, yeah.
Those are the
That I remember, yeah.
Did you figure out who Leo was? John? Just Junior?
I mean, Junior was the one that she opened up about. Yeah.
What did she say about him?
He's a contractor. Yeah, Sadie told Sadie told him like again.
Not to you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she opened up to you. You know where this guy lives or stays other than being here in Kenosha?
Down in Kenosha, yeah.
All right. You ever been down this way?
Yeah, I've been to Kenosha.
For what?
I don't know, all sorts of stuff. I mean, I've lived in southeast Wisconsin most of my life, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What about in the past year? Been on in the past year? Past 3 months? Past month?
I don't know. Down this way, generally hanging out with my little brother. We travel around to different friends' places and play board games and shit like that. I don't know if we've ever made it all the way down to Kenosha, but you know.
So there's no reason why, like, your vehicle would have been picked up on a license plate reader or anything like that down this way, or
Not that I know.
not that you know of, or yes or no?
I don't know. I mean, other people borrow my cars too, man. I mean, shit. But
No, I didn't know that. I'll never let someone borrow my car to go.
Why not?
Mess on the
Cheap
hey, you mind if I
bastard.
take your car down to Kenosha.
Depends on what, you know, where the jobs are, man. You know, working on houses and shit. So
Is that what you guys do? Or is that what you do?
yeah.
Are you a general contractor as well?
They help my little brother. He is so.
Oh, okay. What type of work?
And
Like
it's
house repair?
it's
What do
funny
you do, like, or-
because no license plate thingy actually did catch him, did they?
Not in that area, no. Why would they catch him in that area? He wasn't there. I mean,
This is
from
so
what I gather, that's
dumb.
correct.
Oh my gosh, this is so dumb.
Yes, no license plate carrier captured him because he wasn't there. But there's a reasonable explanation that, well, shit. There's a big possibility that Solomon was there. You know, driving the van at any given point in time because that's who he had it set up for. That's whenever Solomon was actually a general contractor before he went, you know, and started doing nursing school. So there was always the possibility that Solomon could have been, you know, hey, let me borrow the van. I've got to go pick up some material or whatever. And it's just a
And
racked out van. It's not like he has
yeah,
it's not like this, you know, $200,000 van that's, you know, all decked out with, you know, with lights, and it's not even like a kidnapper van. It's like Dodge Caravan kind of thing, just like like Astro van or whatever. It's not even a kidnapper van. It's like
well, no, but the thing is again, I mean, so did they check out he was a general contractor? Did they go to any of his family members and say, "Hey, you know, just craziness, but do you ever drive this van?" And Solomon would have probably said, "Yeah, I do. In fact, I went down to Kenosha such and such a day because we had to re-roof somewhere, or we had to, you know, tear out carpet because we're flipping this house."
yeah. Could have been any number of things that anybody at any point in time could have been using that van because it's available to the people that you know. Like, especially
Yes.
if it's a crappy van. So you might have this like total crap van, like, you know, like someone having like the pickup truck that it's like a farm truck. Everybody knows where it's at. They know where the keys are. They can get in there. They can, you know, go wherever they want to go with it. And it's just like, all you got to do is just make sure you put some gas in it. It's fine if you borrow it. Here's where the keys are. Have at it. And there was none of that. You know, none of that said, and you are muted just in case.
This is just so dumb.
Yes. But they don't understand this.
Well,
what?
they've never had a
Foundations.
curious thought in their life, not even when they were reading Curious George.
That's probably true.
So
Everything?
yeah, general contractor.
That's what general
You guys had any jobs
means.
down here in the past couple months?
Yeah, I mean, my
Yeah, so general contractor, and a lot of people think, oh, general contractor, they do all, they're like handymans. Like, well, no, the general contractor will usually be the person that knows all of the other people that do the work. They'll have electricians, they'll have, you know, guys that do plumbing, they'll have guys that do sheetrock, they'll have guys that do painting houses, you know, stonework, whatever. A general contractor is usually someone that, you know, knows all these people. And like in Georgia, there's like you become a licensed general contractor. You don't have to be a licensed one, but it really fucking helps whenever you're trying to bid out some jobs. I mean, we've used general contractors before. The people that are doing our basement and stuff, they're general contractors. That's what they do. There's just like they know the people to get the job done. And, they have multiple people under their belt that they can reach out to and get the job done. They damn well better as much as we're paying those fuckers.
True.
Their only curiosity was probably sexual. Yeah, I don't know. They might have been bi-curious.
G.I. Jim and Best Buy Cletus over here they'd make a cute couple. What can I say?
They might make a cute couple. They might actually be, hey, hit me with that Billy Club. You never know.
My little brother works everywhere, so I haven't personally worked down here, so.
Okay, does your brother live with you?
No.
You just come and get your car sometimes?
Yeah.
Well, if his van is in the shop or whatever, we'll use the van. I like them.
All right, what kind of van do you have?
One down by
an
the
old
river.
Caravan.
Look at that.
No approximate.
What did I guess? I didn't even know. I was like, it looks like an old Caravan. I think I saw it once. I was like, it looked like an old Caravan or Astro van. It's an old Caravan, an old Dodge Caravan. I had one of those. Whenever I was playing music, I had a Dodge Caravan to haul all the
You can
band
take
equipment
all the
around.
seats out.
Yeah.
Those are
load up.
good haulers.
Well, you could take, because it had like the seat, it had the seats in the middle, and then it has the seats in the back. And I could take
Yeah.
the seats out of the back and load up all
Yeah.
the equipment, and then, have enough room for the rest of the band. So fucking crazy. What was that? My father asked me to never come home from college and ask. Jesus.
Oh.
It's from sitting too much. By the way, I'm sorry. Good to see you, Rachel. Hope brightens in the
Hello.
heart. This is so wonderful to see you. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
2000s.
Newer than mine was.
Color?
Black.
Yeah, sure.
It's like navy blue or black. I don't know. I don't drive it too much. You drive the other.
Oh, okay.
You don't really think
You know
about
the
it.
plate on it?
No.
Whoa, that'll get you in trouble right there. No plate on it.
Well, yeah. I mean, how have you not been caught? I mean, how have you not been pulled over?
You
or
can
in-
put a temporary tag up there. It says temporary tag.
I mean, I guess I would be too
Maybe.
nervous. I'd be like, they're going to pull me over.
Well, I've had to have a temporary tag on before. I got pulled over for not having a bumper on my car. Which the only reason there wasn't a bumper on my car is because some guy in a van hit the damn bumper and like ripped it off of my car. I mean, the license plate was still there, but it was just one of those plastic like covers. The bumper was still there, like the metal plate that everything was attached to, but that like all cars now, they have like all these plastic foam bumpers and crap like that. That's all it was. So a cop pulls me over at like 4:00 in the morning. I'm coming home from work because I was working backline, which basically is supplying musical equipment to bands. And so most bands are finishing up at 12:00. You unload like 4 different venues. You get back to the shop, you unload the trucks because you don't want anybody stealing the trucks and all your equipment that's in there. So you unload the truck, and by the time you're done, it's like 3-4 o'clock in the morning. And then I would go home. I would sleep for like 5 or 6 hours and get up, go back, do it some more, load up for the night, the next night. I'm driving home and I get some lights come on. I'm just like, what the fuck? I just want to go home. I'm tired. Pulls me over and he's just like, I pulled you over. I was like,
no,
because there's a party somewhere. I don't know. I mean, really? I know I have no idea why he pulled me over. I wasn't speeding. I used my turn signals. So no, I have not a fucking clue why he pulled me over. He was, you don't have a bumper on. I was like, well, no shit. I said, but do I have a license plate on there? It's like, is there a law that says I have to have a bumper on my fucking car? If there is, show it to me. I'll get a fucking bumper for it. But dude, it's 4:00 in the morning. I just got done with work. I'm tired. I just want to go home and sleep, and you're wasting my fucking time. And the dude was just like, well, you know, you don't have to be an asshole about it. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm just really tired. And if you're pulling me over for this bumper and I'm not breaking any fucking laws, then like I don't know what to tell you. It pisses me off. And he finally just went back and ran a check on my license. There was nothing there. I clearly wasn't drinking.
No.
Because I was
You're like,
pissed off.
I was like, look, I'll put some egg cartons and duct tape on it in the morning. Can I go now?
Can I go now, officers? It's like, no, it's just the neighborhood. I mean, it was. But yeah, he just was like, you know, gave me my license back and sent me on my fucking way. I was like, thank you. And it just like, oh, Jesus Christ, people. Yeah, whenever I get tired, and cranky, and I haven't been drinking, I turn into mean. I turn into mean Shizzy. Yeah.
Hey, don't we all?
I mean, if I've been drinking, I turn into like happy Shizzy and like goofy and shit. But Shizzy's whenever I don't get enough sleep.
I understand that one.
Well, and if it starts to get too late for you, just go ahead and stop me, and we will end the stream. It's not a big deal.
We can probably go another 20 minutes, and then I'm gonna bow out because we're supposed to get some pretty gnarly weather coming in.
Some rain or some snow.
Well, hail and possible tornadoes.
When Shizzy gets shitty. Yep. Hail and possible tornadoes. So you've got the cold air that is up high, and you've got the lower air that is really damn warm. So you've got some warm weather, and it's going to meet a cold front. And whenever that happens, you get the nice funnel clouds that start doing this number, and along comes hail. And I've had softball size hail, and it's so fun because they're just big chunks of ice that come slinging out of the sky. And I'll sit out there with a baseball bat and just. That's what I used to do in New Mexico whenever we get that, because you know the desert gets really hot.
Oh yeah,
cold fronts that come in. That's why you get a lot of tornadoes and stuff like that. And, oh yeah, hailstorms were like my favorite because
this one they have everyone Twitter pated because you know all of the news places are like, hey, we've just updated to like bright purple, and I'm like. I'm kind of in the Ron White mood today where I'm kind of like, you know, I'm the Ron White where, you know, the guy next to me is like, do you think we'll be okay? And I'm like, I'm sure they'll find us at the scene of the crash, son. I'm like, bring it on. Whatever. I don't care.
True story. My old boss way back, the boss that I had whenever I met my wife, his sister-in-law. Yeah, it would be his sister-in-law. Was in a plane with her fiance. I think it was her fiance at the time. And his parents. And she was having a hard time getting the seat belt on. She was like, the seat belt isn't working. And so her fiance or her husband, who was one of those two, said, well, I'll swap seats with you so you can put your seat belt on or whatever. And she was like, okay. Turns out that the plane crashed, killed everybody except for her because she was hanging from a tree from her seat belt.
Oh my gosh, how terrible.
Yes. absolutely terrible story, but you know, she actually did well with her life. I think she went to work for like Monsanto or something like that, and you know, did something like to help people.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say she became like a flight attendant and told everyone why seatbelts were really super important.
No,
Like,
I don't think
and there are these,
I don't think
and
she
pay
ever flew
flipping
after that.
attention to the seatbelt thingy. Okay.
I don't think she ever flew ever again after that. I mean, it was
Wouldn't.
it was like a complete freak accident kind of thing. And, you know, if she would have never swapped seats, then it would have just been this dude that would have survived. I mean, because, well, he probably wouldn't even survive because he wouldn't have been wearing a seatbelt. And it was like a small plane. It was like, you know, but just a freak accident, freak storm or something like that knocked it out, and like the plane crashed. And whenever they found her, she was just unconscious, like strapped in to this seat that she was like so adamant about wearing her seatbelt.
I love that the detective is looking like, "Sir, what is wrong with you?"
Looks like
Like, the
he's
detective is questioning his life choices, and Zach's just like, "What you gonna do, dude?"
yeah, he ain't got shit on me. Looks like detective is flipping off the camera.
Yeah,
Right
he
there.
probably is.
You're like, fuck.
I'd make it a game. I'd make it like Super Troopers to see how many times they could unobtrusively,
Meow.
flip off the camera as I'm doing, you know, interrogations. This is the reason I'm not a cop. Well,
'Cause
one of multitude of reasons.
you'd be sitting there going, meow, I don't understand what your problem is, meow.
Okay, tell me right meow.
Did you say meow to me? What?
Do I look like a cat?
Do I look like Cat Son? What are you talking about? Yeah.
All right, so you mind if I call your brother and say, hey, have you had any jobs down here in the past couple months? Are you willing to give me your brother's information?
Right now?
Yeah.
Right now?
No.
Okay.
At this hour? No, fuck no.
No, I'm not gonna call him at this hour.
Dude, at this hour? Fuck no. I'm not giving you my brother's phone number. I mean, it's totally reasonable. These are reasonable responses.
Oh, I need his information to call. I'll call him tomorrow or something.
No, I'll check with my brother, see what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, I'll check with my brother, see what the fuck's going on. I don't know what the hell your deal is.
All right. But as far as you know, you've never been down here in the past couple of months, but it's possible your brother used your car and may have been down this way.
I mean, yeah, it depends where it's been jobs. And
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
what I know is that my cousin was saying, or his buddy was saying that he's driving like an hour for work or something like that. And so I was an hour down this way.
Your cousin?
My cousin was talking about my brother bitching that it was an hour away, right? So.
I mean, my brother might have been here at some point in time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, usually when I get the kids, I use the van, you know, self-delivery cars, if it's big enough for them.
When's the last time your brother used a car?
Keys are there for him to take whenever he wants.
Yeah, the keys are there for him to take whenever he wants. No biggie. These are all normal answers.
Yeah, I mean, these sound like
What
things
about-
that kids or that people from the country do.
Oh, wow, amazing. He lives out in the country. I mean, wow.
Oh, so he has access to and from your house and do what he wants.
Yeah, so do his guys if they want. Like if they need a van to move something or whatever for work, sure, they can grab a van.
I got you.
You know,
How many guys does he got employed with him?
one full time anyway. You know, he asks for help from my guys, but
Who's the
That's the first time the computers come on. Look at that. Computer finally came on one time.
Well, that's because he hit it with his writing.
Oh, yeah.
He's practicing his joined up writing.
What's your brother's name?
Saul.
What is it?
Saul.
Same last name? What's Alex's last name?
Oh, he's married in. His mom's my dad's sister, so I don't want to find that.
Okay. Those are the two regular employees.
So, well, we just help Saul out when he needs the extra hands, you know. So he's just got one.
Basically, those are the two people that may have had your car.
Yeah, I would expect so, if anybody used it.
The rest of the people are just random, but
No, the rest of the people, no, the people
you
that
said
would
he
use
was
the
one
van.
regular employee,
Yeah,
so he would just allow anyone to use this? So,
You are a
It's open without you.
dumbass police officer.
Yes. I mean, does he not understand how this works?
Okay. It's almost like Zach needs crayons and a piece of paper. All right.
No,
This
because
is
then these guys would be eating the damn crayons. You'd never get anything done.
true.
Don't give them anything other than like a blue ballpoint pen. Because
I
then you
don't
can
know
tell.
that they're allowed to have sharp objects.
No, you give them a blue ballpoint pen because then you can tell whenever they're like chewing on it because they get blue all over their face. Like I back the blue. Back the blue.
Oh my gosh. If the coof did nothing else, at least it's people have stopped blindly backing the blue. Oh my god.
Yeah. It's like, there's a reason why all the good cops have left. I like the blue crayons. It tastes like schnozzelberries. Yeah, I bet they do. Schnozzelberries. Yeah, that was one of the big things. Everybody would be love all the police, love all the police. Just like it's like, yeah, police are not. They're there for after the fact, and
No.
give
Yeah.
them the same respect that you would any other human being. They don't carry any special weight. Just so people are aware, police don't carry any special weight. They don't have any more rights than you do, and it's easy for them to violate your rights if you allow them to. You don't have to allow them to violate your rights. You don't have to give them a reason to violate your rights.
Nope.
If they want to come in and get all nasty with you and you've done absolutely nothing wrong, just carry on your day. If they tell you you're under arrest, all right, now you have to read me my rights because anything I say can and will be used against me. Don't argue with them. Just know that they are the Gestapo of the United States. They can come into your house whenever they feel like it. They'll get a warrant, of course, but
Well,
they have that ability. I don't have that ability. I can't get a warrant and just walk into your house. You can always invite me in, but that does, I'm like a vampire. Why would you invite me in?
and I don't do that.
Exactly.
Vampires are terrible, and you don't do that.
No, vampires, zombies, stay away from them. They eat brains and blood, and anybody that's eating brains or blood is not healthy. Not healthy at all.
Besides, of the two factions, I go with the werewolf faction. Vampires seem kind of like assholes in that whole oh gosh. What was the movie with the chick with the force
Underworld.
multipliers and she shot? Yeah, Underworld. I mean, the vampires kind of seem like dicks.
No, they seem like pussies. And the reason I say that is, okay, you got a creature coming at you that's going, I'm going to kill you. What do? You go.
Well, I mean, really, what was chicken like a leather bustier gonna do if she didn't have a force multiplier? Now, the dude shouldn't have done that too. They should have gone rocket launcher, like
yeah. But they're all just like why are you hissing at me?
Because they're the indoor cats of the mythological world. Mothman is over there making fun of them along with, Bigfoot. They're like, oh my God, these assholes again.
Like, why are you hissing? Oh, why do vampires always have to hiss?
Well, at least those didn't sparkle. That was some dumb shit.
Oh my God, sparkling vampires. No, we can go out in the light, but we sparkle and we sort of become very obvious. Okay.
Oh, just the dumbness of those 4 movies. I was like, oh my God.
Where was there? there was a what was the name of the? That's what it was. 50 Shades of Grey is actually fan fiction for that particular.
Oh God. That explains why 50 Shades of Grey sucked as a book, and I couldn't even get it through two chapters. I was like, "This is so poorly written.
Yeah,
I can't even with this."
50 Shades of Grey was fan fiction for, what is it? Twilight. That's what it was. It started
Ew.
out as fan fiction for Twilight, and they had to go in and like change all the names and stuff like that. But that's all it
Oh
is.
my
It's just
God. Why? Chick,
because
stop. Stop making us look bad.
it's like, never mind. Well, let's get to a stopping spot here, and then we'll
Sounds good.
end this thing.
This is my shop.
Yeah,
too,
I just
you know,
don't want
supposed to be
my
wearing that
computer to explode if lightning strikes.
We don't want that to happen.
It's open for them for whatever purposes they need.
Jet tool shop.
Yeah, it's not in good shape, but when they throw a bunch of material in it, really, the rest of it's like a wing off the barn, and the rest of the barn's leaking, fucking everything.
Well, there you go. That's a good place to stop. Barn's leaking, sort of fucking everything up.
Hey, don't talk about Sadie like that. Sure, she's sealed tight.
With what?
A Flex Seal, the duct tape.
The duct tape. You know, it's funny because there was this girl that she would call it duck, like quack quack tape. That's what she thought it was.
I
She
used
was
to
like,
say that, but my mom would get so upset with me saying it the wrong way. So she's like, it is duct tape.
yeah. Whatever happened to the murderous vampires that were an allegory for sexual fetishes? We need Bram Stoker back to teach us that sucking blood was essentially fellatio.
And rice. And rice is what happened.
Yeah.
Interviews with a Vampire with Tom Cruise and what's his face being
Brad
totally not gay for each other.
Yeah. Yeah. Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise and Kirsten Dunst, wasn't it? That was the little girl.
Yeah.
Like, she will never grow old. It's just like, oh, that's creepy.
Like, wow.
But I mean, you also, what was it? True Blood. That one was hilarious.
What was the one? Oh, with Gary Oldman? The actual Dracula where they had Keanu Reeves try to do a Cockney accent.
That was Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yeah, and Keanu Reeves had to try to do a Cockney accent. It was not so great.
Yeah, like cool, bro. I mean, like,
it's just like, of all the things that are not possibly gonna happen.
Oh my God. Oh no, that was Francis Ford Coppola's Dracula. It was Gary Oldman. It was Francis Ford Coppola's Dracula.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was so bad.
So bad. Whatever muscle suit they had poor Gary Oldman at the beginning. God. What the hell was that?
See, Gary Oldman was really good in True Lies. That I didn't even realize it was Gary Oldman. That's how good he was at it. It was just like that. Wait, that's Gary Oldman. Shit.
That and in the King's speech, he's really good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gary Oldman.
Or is it?
Great.
Or is it Churchill? No, it's Churchill that he plays. It's not the King's speech. It's Churchill.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Good Lord. I'm going to be going over on MG here in a little bit. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to shut this bad boy down. I think before I do that, I want to make sure that I've got all you guys like going over to the going over to the mag because I want to make sure that I want to see who's actually streaming right now, and I'll probably send everyone over there. Oh, I know who else is streaming. Gutter Girl will probably be on tonight. She usually does.
Ooh.
She does her Tuesday, and if I see that I can reroute you guys over there, that's what I'll do. But sometimes she goes on earlier than that. I don't know. It's just I'm so like out of the loop half the time. Let's see who we got. Oh well, shit! I know where I need to send you. I know where everybody's going because it's Taco Tuesday. There's only one place that I can send you, and that would be over to the expert. You know how it goes.
Yep.
Gotta give the expert some love. If the expert doesn't get
Yes.
love, then he feels unloved, and then he's just
He
sort of
does.
like
My muscles are getting.
I love that one. That was so good. All right, guys, have a good night. We'll see you next week, next Monday.
Sounds good.
It'll be a wonderful time. Peace, y'all.
I love a buttered biscuit.